What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PuggyTuber, coach of the coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with Week 8 of Season 1 of the UCDL. Today we are taking on Mr. TJP, who is the coach of the Bundle Montreal, and he has a pretty threatening team, which consists of Iron Bundle. Shouldn't be a surprise. Iron Hands, Corviknight, Latios, Ursaluna, Frostlass, Milotic, Infernape, Enamorus, Galvantula. There we go. Galvantula, Swalot, and last but not least, the Totodile. So, personally, I'm expecting probably the first 5 plus Infernape, or the first 5 plus Milotic. The first 5 are definitely coming. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts about that. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the first 5 plus Milotic or the first 5 plus Infernape. I don't think Frostlass comes. Not into the team with the Tinklu, Cinderace, Ogre. Okay, you guys get the idea. If it got Frost, and if this thing got Freeze Dry, maybe, but no. I don't think it. I don't think Enamorus comes to my team either because you don't really beat Tinklu and Pecharunt. And then the bottom 3 don't even get me started. So, with that being said, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring the Tingus of Luz, Tinglu, who's rocking his leftovers, Vessel of Ruin for the ability, max HP, 68 speed F, 188 speed, careful nature with speed creeping, a Corviknight with like, I think 20 or 40 speed EVs. We are Ruination, Earthquake, Payback, and Taunt. So if Corviknight ever tries to come in and try to freaking check us, we can just taunt him. Now you can't defog. Now you can't roost. And we can just Ruinate you down to goddamn Payback range. Ain't that nice, Corviknight? But outside of that, we're just going to be clicking like Ruination on switch ends, EQ on certain targets, and then we have Payback just because of Latios being, levitating and stuff. But yeah, that is Tinglu. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Moche the Pecharunt, who's rocking his Rocky helmet. Or are you a she? Honestly, they need to. I don't know. Anyway, you're something. You're rocking your Rocky helmet, Poison Puppeteer for the ability, max HP, max defense, 4 special attack, bold nature with Malignant Chain, Shadow Ball, Recover, and Parting Shot. So just the basic Pecha. This is mainly here to help us with the Iron Hands matchup. And I guess to an extent Corviknight, because we could throw it in front of like U-turns, I guess that's also a thing. His team is mainly going to be like special attackers, so like the Ursaluna, the what's that thing? Iron Bundle, the Latios. Infernape can be whatever it wants to be. But the Rocky Helmet is mainly just here to help us deal with the Iron Hands. It could be pretty annoying for my team otherwise. And besides that, we're just running a basic set. And then we have Shadow Ball because we can't poison the freaking Corviknight, so I figured it'd be better to have Shadow Ball over Hex just for more, consistent damage. But yeah, that is Mochi. Next on the team roster, we have a guy that my opponent may or may not see coming, the one, the only Peter Parker, the Spite Ops, who's rocking his Mental Herb, so no one is going to be able to taunt me out of setting these webs up. We have Stakeout for the ability, max HP, 4 defense, max speed F, since my opponent's most threatening mons are his special attackers. We are Careful Nature with Sticky Web, U-turn, Circle Throw, and Spikes. Ideally, I would like to get webs and spikes up so I can chip his team down, as well as get information as to whether or not things like Bundle or Boots, because if it's not Boots, it's probably Specs. We have U-turn for pivoting in and out, and then we have Circle Throw for phasing things in and out that, want to, be stubborn and not switch out so we can get the webs going. You get the idea. This is Peter Parker. I don't think he'll think I'm going to bring Peter Parker because, usually you don't bring Spot Ops until the Corviknight matchup, but maybe, we'll see. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only Botan, the Hatterene, who's rocking her leftovers, magic bounce for the ability, max HP, max defense, 4 special attack, bold nature, with Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, Mystical Fire, and Calm Mind. I would just max it. I promise you, I would just run max special attack if not for the fact that Heavy Slam from Iron Hands does an insane amount of damage to us. We're not expecting the Swalot, which is why we don't have psychic coverage. So I ran coverage for everything I need to hit. So Draining Kiss hits most of the team, but then Giga Drain can just hit like we do more to Ursaluna with Giga Drain than Draining Kiss, and then Iron Bundle. Oh my gosh, you better pray. We need Mystical Fire because of Corviknight, but other than that, everything else we can just click Draining Kiss into. But yeah, that is Hatterene. If we can start combining up, this thing can get very dangerous. Next on the team roster, we have our kill leader for the season so far, the one, the only Pebbles, the Ogerpon Wellspring, who's rocking her Wellspring Mask. Water Absorb for the ability. Max Attack, Force Speed F, Max Speed, Jolly Nature with Ivy Cudgel, Trailblaze, Knockoff, and Swords Dance. We don't really need like Horn Leech or like a hard-hitting grass move. We just need something to help us outspeed Bundle, and then we can just, you know, get to work from there. I can't remember if Bundle dies to a Trailblaze like without us boosting up. I know for a fact it dies at +2. Knockoff is really good for the Latios, and in general, it's just good utility. And then Ivy Cudgel, is like after like certain things go down, Ivy Cudgel is just a free click. But yeah, that is Pebbles. Next on the team roster, last but not least, you know, my opponent's probably going to bring his mascot, so it's only right that we also bring our mascot in the form of Lola, the Cinderace, who's rocking her heavy-duty boots. Libero for the ability, 252 attack, 72 speed F, 184 speed. Jolly Nature with Powerball, Low Kick, Sucker Punch, and U-Turn. So, basically just move to hit everything. Sucker Punch should just knock Latios out, or maybe we can just U-turn it on it instead, because we do outspeed it. We have Low Kick, which should do... depending on the investment on the Ursaluna, we may or may not just knock him out. And in general, this can do good, decent damage to the Iron Hands because he is a heavy guy. But we could also just Powerball the Iron Hands as well as like the Corviknight. Bundle is going to be kind of tricky. Now, if we get Webs up, we can just Low Kick or Powerball or Sucker Punch into Powerball. Like there's different combinations of moves that'll allow us to kill it. But we do need the speed advantage because obviously we just died to a Hydro Pump. But yeah, that is Lola. That is the team. I've said everything that needed to be said. And without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck. Have fun to my opponent, Mr. TJP. Hopefully this battle is a banger. All right, we are connected with Mr. TJP. And he has brought Iron Bundle, Corviknight, what is this thing called? Latios, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Enamorus, and Swalot. Enamorus and Swalot. That is a very interesting lineup. Okay, so we are going to lead off with can't we just lead this dude? We can just lead this dude, right? The thing I hate about Swalot, we did not run any psychic coverage on our guy, so on our girl, so dang, that would have been really good for Swalot actually. But we're gonna just lead Spite Offs and see what they lead and take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I feel like we need the I mean, to be fair though, now that I see what he has, let me see, Tsukuyomi. Alright, we are going to just get up webs and let them attack us, you know? Blood Moon, that's a thing. Sticky Web. They have to click Hyper Voice or whatchamacallit this turn. So we're gonna just I think we just click Circle Throw and get the damage we can get. Okay, that tells me something about their set. Let's just get the damage we can get. We could have definitely just went into Ogerpon there. But let's just get the damage we can get. Enamorus. We just... It's gonna definitely just click Mystical Fire, right? So we just U-turn. Play Rough. Okay. That's a thing. We're just gonna go into this. Yeah, we just go into this, right? Or do we go into U? We could also go into U. We could also just go into U. I mean, if they stay in, they're gonna go for a ground move, right? We just go into this and... Is there any reason why we can't just go into this and U-turn? We go into U. We go into Lola. Are they gonna let me have this? That's the real question. I feel like you... We just click a U-turn this turn. Okay. The Eon. Oh, you are not going to appreciate this. We are about to U-turn all over your face. About to U-turn all over your face and go into our Ting Lu, the Tingus of Lus, Ting Lu. Because Ting Lu, because the only thing you really have for Ting Lu is the one thing who we can just taunt. And we'll click Ruination on that thing all day, every day. So we're going to click Payback. Yeah, we're clicking Payback. Sure. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course they do. Of course they do. That is actually very funny. That's crazy, actually. Alright. We have to get rid of Corviknight just so we can spam freaking Earthquake. But at least Latios is gone, so that's one thing we don't have to worry about. And we don't have to worry about... Dang, that actually... I kind of don't like that. I actually don't like that trade a little bit. Okay, they're just going to... I think we just go back into Cinderace because they don't really have a Pyro Ball switch in. They're going to get the webs away, which is going to be unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're going to get a free Pyro Ball off because you're definitely going to defog here. Yeah. Really don't like that. But we're just going to get a Pyro Ball off here. The only thing they can maybe do is go into Swalot, which, I mean, I guess that's a thing. I think it gets Thick Fat, but I'm pretty sure you would also want to have Liquid Ooze, so I don't know. Gajeel is getting out of here. That sounds like Swalot, so how much damage are we doing? You missed anyway, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just U-turn out into Pecharunt. Let's keep our guy healthy. Dang, I really wish I had the psychic move on whatchamacallit, but it is what it is. Let's just go into this. Let's just go into this. Knock off. Okay. So they are lefties. No, Black Sludge. Same thing. I think we just clicked Shadow Ball here, right? Or not. Maybe we should have just clicked another move. Gajeel. Okay, that's cool. They thought we were going to click the one button that we decided not to click. So we're going to Shadow Ball here and get some good chip on Mr. Gajeel. Or at least I thought we would. So you're very Spadef invested. That's very apparent to me. But you're also Pressure, which means you're not the other ability, which means we could... You're probably going to just... Let's see what they decide to go for. U-turn. Okay. We're going to probably see Ursaluna come out here. Which I don't like, but it's kind of just where we're at. It's kind of just where we're at. I mean, I guess we could just go into, I guess to be fair, we could just go into, we could just go into our Tinglu, but let's see. Tsukuyomi, that is the bear. Alright. I think we just parting shot into Tinglu, right? Yeah, we just parting shot into Tinglu. Alright, we're gonna go out into our Tingus of Blues. And hopefully we eat a hit pretty well. Hopefully. Hopefully we hit a hit pretty well. Blood Moon. Let's see. Okay. I think we go for a Ruination this turn. Because if Corviknight comes in... Oh my goodness, Ting Lu, I need you to... Okay, we're missing. That's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, that's good. We at least got the chip off. Calm Mind, okay. So we're gonna go out into Pecharunt, and I think we just let Pecharunt die at the cost of us clicking, yeah, because this thing is Calm Minding, and that's not good. So perhaps we should have went into Hat, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Moonlight, okay. So we have to try to poison them. We have to try to poison them. No poison though. It's all good. We're gonna lose Mocha Mocha here. It's all good though, it's all good. Kinda, not really. We have to go into you and just swing the cudgel down. That's literally all we can do. Because we know they have Moonlight, so they don't have Vacuum Wave, which is good for us. Yeah, we just gotta swing this cudgel down and hope we can kill this thing. Because we might not even get the kill. Well, actually, yes we can, because you can't click Blood Moon this turn. So we lost Pecharunt to this thing. Okay, so Ursaluna has a kill, and so does... Who killed Spidops? Spidops got killed by, oh yeah, Enamorous. That's right. Play Rough. This thing... Okay. I should have just SD'd there. You're still in range. I should have just clicked... If I would have clicked SD there, that would have been crazy. Okay. Even if they go Bundle, Bundle does not appreciate this. Eat up. Okay. How much damage are we doing? Please do a significant amount. Yep. Alright, we just click this again. I was actually worried about this mon. Now I'm not as worried. I was worried about this mon. Now I'm not as worried. We just gotta be careful with how we play Ting Lu. The only thing they can really do is go into Hatterene. Not Hatterene, but go into Bundle. And even then... Okay. So Hatterene actually looks amazing now. Hatterene actually looks amazing now. So there goes Swalot. Doma. This thing. We're just gonna go out into... yeah, we kind of just have to go into this guy. This is gonna be tricky, but I think we can still... Let's see what they decide to go for. They go for Freeze Dry. We take... Jeez, they're specs. They are definitely specs, because that is not supposed to do that much damage. Let me double check. Let me double check. Let me double check. Iron Bundle. Because we were at 450, right? So we were at 450, so 88. Now we're down to 123, so pretty sure that's specs. I'm gonna go back out into this. Because I'm pretty confident that was specs damage, bro. Pretty confident that was specs damage, and hopefully we don't get two-shotted by this, because I did not think that I did not think that far ahead. I did not think that far ahead. Did we get two-shotted? Nope. And now I can do another quick calc, because Cinderace, Iron Bundle. Let's assume you were Boots. You took us from 301 to 186, so that's 38% of our health. And according to my math, Freeze Dry was not supposed to do that much, so you are specs, my friend. Which means we just click Pyro Ball. Thought so. He is specs. He is specs. We should kill this thing. Down goes the weasel. Okay. So Cinderace takes out Corviknight. Cinderace takes out Corviknight. Hatterene should be able to beat his other Pokemon. We're going to click Low Kick. We are going to click Low Kick because we know you're not Choppleberry. This should kill you, I think. Yep. Alright, that's 2 for Cinderace. That is 2 for Cinderace. So that pesky bear is gone now. That just leaves Enamorus and Swalot. If Enamorus comes out, I'm going to assume that you are probably choiced. Okay, so this guy's coming out. I'm going to sack my Ting-Lu. I am going to sack my Ting-Lu. It's that simple. We're just going to sack the Ting-Lu. Let you go for your little freeze dry. It's all good. Ice Beam. That's also a thing. So we lose Ting-Lu. Now here's an amazing question. Does Cinderace die to an Ice Beam? The answer to that question is we do not die to an Ice Beam. And Powerball into... okay. Powerball into Sucker Punch should kill him. And we shouldn't die to an Ice Beam. So we're just going to click Powerball here. We're just going to click Powerball here. Maybe we should have clicked Low Kick. I should have just calced what Low Kick was doing. Okay, Cinderace, you got this. And now we just go for the Sucker Punch. We just go for the Sucker Punch. Yeah. And according to calcs, this should kill. Alright. So Cinderace takes out the Bundle. So that's 3 for Cinderace. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a 1 beside his name because there's absolutely no way you're beating Enamorus. So Bundle killed Ting-Lu. Alright. So we just go for damage with Powerball here. Or just miss. That's also a thing. Okay. Cinderace, we needed you to not do lots. But it is what it is, buddy. So let me see. Ogerpon, do you... actually, we can't take any chances, because if you have like a random flying move, that'll be so annoying. So we're just going to click IV Cudgel here. We're just going to click IV Cudgel. Try to do as much damage as possible. Play rough. Do we live? We do. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and Bring the cudgel down, Ogerpon. Bring the cudgel down and deliver us another win. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. That was a fun game to my opponent, Mr. TJP. That was a fun one. That was definitely a fun one. GG's to my opponent, Mr. TJP. If you liked the battle, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.